Hey, good morning, family. Good morning, God's people. Happy Thanksgiving Eve. I hope that everyone is spending time with family and just in a room filled with love and compassion. It's just impressed upon me this morning how much we need each other, how much our lives are intertwined, and we just can't do this alone. We can't do it by ourselves, nor do I want to. I've got some great people in my life, a wonderful wife, a beautiful, beautiful, heaven-sent daughter, brothers and sisters, my parents, my friends, my church community, my family, my recovery community, just so many people around me that make this life worth living and bearable and able to be lived and just joyous and free. And I just thank God for my community and the men and women and children that he's put in my life to bless me and hopefully for me to bless them as well. I think back to some of the more lonely times in life and how hard it was, how much I struggled to get through. I remember shortly after the divorce from my former wife, just how quickly things spiraled out of control. I isolated from everyone who loved me. You know, the light had been shown on my life, and when I say the light had been shown, just all the things that I thought I was doing in the dark or that weren't known, you know, were just laid bare. And I truly thank the Lord for that, because the enemy would try to keep us in the dark. He would try to isolate us and make it so that we'll have to struggle alone. And so when things are brought to the light, people know how to pray, people know how to help, people know how to get involved. And I thank the Lord for the light, man. I thank the Lord for the light, because I lived in darkness for so long. I used to pick up from a place we called the Dark House. I didn't have any power, any plumbing. It was just a shell of a building where addicts would gather to do drugs and to sell drugs and to get into all kind of unspeakable things. And on one occasion I was there, and I was left alone for a while, and I ran out of what I was indulging in at that moment, and I began to look around the house and see if there was any crumbs left over. Any addict out there will know exactly what I'm talking about. Carpet surfing and just checking to see who's dropped something, just groveling. Remind me of the prodigal son, where he was crawling around in a pig pen. You know, the Bible said he yearned to fill his stomach with the scraps and the junk that the pigs ate. And I can understand that. I can relate completely. And I felt isolated, and even then, you know, the Spirit of the Lord was with me, guiding me. The dealer at the time came in with the intent to blow my head off, because I was creeping around the house trying to find the stash. And I remember I was outside, and when he came in, Holy Spirit just said, "Don't go back in there. Don't go back in there." And I cut around the back and took off. And I found out later from someone that I used to use with that was exactly the intent, that he was coming to shoot me. And I just remember how the Lord spoke to me, even in my sin, even in my trial, that, you know, going back in that door was going to be detrimental to me. And he guided me even in my rebellion and in my sin and in my darkness. He showed his light on me.